Well, here we are. Stormwall.
Of course.
Let's see what we have to deal with. Let's,
Slowly now.
course, stealth our way around. Yeah, for reasons like that. Hey, Pugras. How many of you are there? Too many, huh? Well, that took out one. Or one else injured is all. Eloth. Boom. Gwyneth. Boom. Give me it. Why didn't I get a small rain blade? Oh. That's annoying. Give me another one. Have you cast it yet? Not yet. Darren, give me a healing. I'm just taking hits, aren't I? Can you attack this rain blight here? It is Kana over there. There's Gwyneth here. There she is. Who's attacking her? It looks like she got her cast in. Oh, I'm taking damage from a infestation of maggots. Yeah. Yikes. All three of us kill this. Actually, will it go away if we kill these ones? Maybe. Okay. Restored a little bit. Okay, I really needed the healing. Here, I hate to use this already, but... And she's down. Of course.
That's it!
Use our veil. Good. And we're gonna have to rest anyways probably soon, so... And that's a waste. There we go. Almost down. Perfect.
Hey. All right, then.
That was a bit embarrassing
What
to
is it?
lose. Have a few people go down to a couple of Puigras or whatever they are. Oh. Cool ancient ruin. Huh.
I shall be discreet.
The starlight illuminates a pattern in the ground. You kneel to get a better look. The stone here has been carved with a few simple shapes. A small circular indentation marks the center, and a much larger circle surrounds it. You see what appears to be writing above the two circles. Let's look at the, examine the writing. The curving, twisting runes are strangely familiar to you. You recognize them as ancient in Gwithin, and I can thankfully read them, having learned. I like that. They read, "All things end, only to continue anew. Enter now at dusk, that we may all experience a new dawn." Let's look at the circular indentation. The indentation is shallow and smooth. It looks like it was intended to hold something specific. But the outer circle. Several shapes have been carved along the outer ring. Though most have worn away, You can make out a crescent above the center. Right. Let's wait a while. You wait a few hours, watching as the stars wink and glow overhead. Well, it says enter at dusk. It's not dusk right now. Also, I don't have whatever it is that we need to put in the device. Maybe it meant enter the pool as well. Hard to say. Might be an entrance to ruins or something. Maybe the water gets drained.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
Well. Hello. Horavius. Looks like you're a hunter. Oh, you're recruitable, are you? Chewing on a piece of uncooked meat, a small Orlin dressed in tattered leathers offers a mumbled greeting and waves his hand. Despite his pleasant smile, the upper right portion of his face is in a sorry state. An eye patch stitched with a stylized eyeball wraps around his head. In his ear is a mangled remnant that twitches in spasms while the other ear perks up at your approach. Jeez. Ouch. Next to him is the splayed carcass of a deer that appears ripped open by a bear or wolf.
If this is your deer, you need a new game warden. Name's Herodotus.
It's not.
Hungry? I can't eat all this. First catch of the day, help yourself.
It isn't my deer, I promise. What killed that deer? I am not the Duke's game warden, no.
One ornery Stelgar. Though looking at the deer's insides, it had a malformed but delicious heart, and would have been dead within the year regardless.
I see.
Gallowayne chose a fitting end for this fine animal. Pardon me. I shouldn't pray with my mouth full.
You should really cook that. Tell me about Gallowayne.
Lord of the Hunt, patron of all seekers. I'm the wrong person to ask.
I see. He brushes his hair aside, allowing a closer examination of his eye patch, a stylized pattern of an eye.
As a child, I would worship Gallowayne in hopes of being a great hunter. But I have since come to know Wal, he who sees and is not seen.
Yeah, I've talked to him. Tell me about Whale.
Wal is the god of mystery and obfuscation. Wal does little to intervene, dictate, or limit our actions. But nor does he make himself easily known. I would say I contemplate Wal more than I follow or serve him.
Just as Wow would have it. What brings you here?
Other than the delicious venison, new trees to document, new animals to sketch, new sights to be seen.
Fair
I've
enough.
learned as much as I can from the druids of my circle.
Oh, you're a druid.
I'd rather wander and learn than take root and stagnate.
I see.
So if you're traveling to Dyrwood and need another set of hands, I'd welcome the safety of a group.
Okay, and just what can you offer in return? Why so eager to join me?
I'm a stranger around these parts, and I've had enough of solo travel for the time being. But it was just an offer, friend. If you have no need of an experienced druid, so be it.
Well, I could maybe use a druid. I don't really have room right now in my party, but I could send you to Kednua.
Splendid! It'll be an honor to run with a pack for a change.
You use a lot. You eat the venison raw. And use those terms. You're not like a werewolf or anything, are you? Or maybe. Actually, no. There were. I forget what all the species were in this game. There might have been dog people. I mean, I'm gonna have to go back. guess I could replace Pallegina for a bit just to try him out. Imagine a druid will fill a similar role between sort of a mix between Durance and Pallegina, depending on how druids are in this game.
Yeah?
You got the druid spells. Probably. Oh yeah, one of his heirs is completely mangled. Ouch. Alright. Druid abilities. Win wild strikes. These are passives? Yeah. So burn, corrode, freeze, or shock. Alright, I guess let's just take burn. Must be in a default ability for them. Probably turns into a bear or something. It's classic shape-shifting as a druid thing. And then he gets next level of druid spells. And then, okay, we only get one type of wild strike, it looks like. I can do greater wild strike burn now. Or bonus first level spell. Let's just go greater wild strike. Why not? And now it's just the bonus first or second level spell. I'll take a bonus second level, sure. And looks level 3 spells. And one more to sell. Bonus third level spell, why not? Easy enough to level up.
Need something?
Spirit Shift Stelgaer. Once per encounter, it's modal. Instant duration for 18 seconds. But it doesn't really mention what exactly it does. Actually, it's 4th level spells, yeah. Well, I'll take a look at some of these abilities in a bit. You know, when we enter combat. What do you have? Fine leather armor. And a fine wand and a fine spear. I'm gonna give him a small shield. Go with that spear of his. I feel like I should give him Galen's Pledge instead, though. Alright, that'll have to do for the moment. We'll see how you perform,
Yes.
even without best equipment. Don't have anything to say about this over here, do you? Well, take a bit more of a look around first. Oh, we're going down into the canyon. Nope, that's water. And this is just the path to off the map. Yeah, that takes us to Dyrwood, but not quite yet ready for that. An elder line. Oh boy, these again.
Laying low.
All right, there's a few of them there.
Hey.
There you go forward a bit. So there's a full pride here. Did one of them die? Oh, that's a deer. Lioness, elder line. All right. Everyone else, give up there. Let's see what you got. I mean, so we could try Charming Beast. Turn this pride against themselves.
The Varu beyond seek!
Yeah, there we go. That worked out. Nice. All right, and What else do we have here? Dancing bolt summons a flurry of thin bolts of lightning, hitting enemies in the area. Shock damage. I like that. Oh, there's one of these guys, a Delican over here. Hey, Edder. Careful there. Let's get you guys over there. Oof. Ouch. Using that second wind.
Hey.
Oh, he's petrified. When did that happen? Was that gonna wear off? I hope. Let's restore our endurance here. Let's also get let's pull out some big guns. 4th level boiling spray. No. Calling the world's maw. Kind of like the sound of that. All right. Look at our friendly lines too, but
Something?
still her petrified. And I'm going to need to get these lines here. Shoot, he's down. It's not good. It's not good at all. The other line. Interdict these guys. And I don't know. Shoot the elder line.
Well,
Oh, while I'm here, I should get you two. Yeah. Who's over there? Is that's yeah, her obvious. Shoot, he's getting hurt. You already cast? Good. Heal. Oh, Alith. Get over there. Boom. Petrify. Perfect. Oh, he's petrified too now. Damn it. Who is doing that? Give me your deflection. There we go. And she's down. All right. Shining beacon that does the burn damage. Yeah. Aloth. Why don't we there we go. That'll help a little bit. Good. A little bit more. Magic missiles. And more magic missiles. Endurance. Why don't you give me a divine mark on the line? Good. And then just kick its ass.
I fear we've lost the angry one.
I'll have your eyes for that one.
That was... the lion packs are always brutal, especially if you're not prepared. We were kind of just sort of trying it for obvious there. Not respecting the pride of the lions. probably level up. Kind of want to give you survival now. Got plenty of lore. I guess I could go for more mechanics too, but I at least want the 1 damage reduction for 1 point in survival. I think that's worth it. Ooh, level 4. Body attunement. 7 damage reduction stolen for 19.5 seconds. Nice. Very nice. So attacks in general just do 7 more damage. Mind Lance. Decent damage. Going between would be good for casting on old Edir there. Also got a good good duration too. I mean, really, it's either Mind Lance or Going Between. It does have a good area effect, but you can't really count on them being in a line all the time. They like to group up. It is fast, which is nice, but I think I'll go with Going Between. Oh, and it is time. Either Deep Pockets, or no, not that one, the Arms Bearer one. Or do I already have Quick Switch? No. Oh, wait, do I have the one? There was one that allows you to reload faster, wasn't there? Plus 20% reload speed. Tempting. Very tempting. There's those, all 3 of those are tempting. Gunner, Weapon Bearer, or Arms Bearer, and then Quick Switching. I'm gonna go with Quick Switch. Endurance should be simple enough. Go ahead. Maybe more Second Wind would be nice for you. Empowered Interdiction. The priest's condemnations of an enemy become more apt, increasing the accuracy of his or her interdiction ability. Ooh, plus 10 accuracy. So it's currently plus 15, if I have that right. Or maybe it's currently plus 5. Regardless, the plus 10 accuracy would be nice. It does only daze, but if we do painful, they'll also be weakened for 11 seconds, which is nice. The fact that it targets 2 different attributes is also nice, in case they're strong in one. I want the higher accuracy, I think. And Edir. Let's see. Can't get more athletics right now. That's fine. Getting your survival up would be nice. If I could get you up to ×2 for damage reduction. Or for healing multiplier. Both would be potentially really nice. Let's see. Bonus knockdown or wary defender. +5 all defenses except deflection. Well, deflection is important too. Oh, so defender already gives us +2 enemies engaged to -5 deflection. This would give us +5 to all the other defenses. Okay, I see. This just modifies to give me 1 more use of knockdown, which we don't use all that often anyways. I like this one. All right. Yeah. Using Defender. What does the Guardian Stance do again? Friendly Aura plus 10 deflection. Minus 10 accuracy. Unfortunately, he cannot use it both at the same time. Defender is better. For being a tank, at least. Kinda... More endurance? Maybe. Get one more. Well, that's a lot of points for an extra 5. Endurance recovered. Maybe if it got me more uses of the ability. But it doesn't. I think the extra bits from survival is probably worth more. Alright, invocations. I think the summon will be good for him. Summons are always nice. 3 times worms. Whether they're worms or worms, who knows? For his talent, part of me is actually kind of tempted to get another Acolyte's Radiance. A nice little... It's not much, but the AoE is always... No, it's only 18.9, though. It's really not a lot. I could give him quick switching, perhaps. Doesn't really switch often, but it is always convenient. I could just give him straight up plus 5 deflection. I mean, I'll give him quick switch. Alrighty.
Yes.
Not a lot on this in this gorge. A feral druid, huh? Uh-oh. I guess let's explore this shadowy patch first. Bunch of plants. Don't mind if I do. Alright. Let's go deal with some druids.
I'll see what I can find.
I may need to rest first, but let's try and get a sense for what we're dealing with here. Just the 2 of them. Shoot. All right, everyone. Get him. And you turn into a giant bear. I imagine that's actually what this is. Oh, yeah, it is. Alrighty then. Cat flurry attacks briefly accelerate the attack rate of the druid when in cat form. Imagine if when you become a druid, you choose that class, you get to choose what you transform into. That'd be kind of fun.
Consider it.
Alright, let's beat them down. Give me Spirit Scream or Silent Scream. Endurance. As always, interdict these guys. Aloth, we need you to give me a fireball over here. Endurance. Have you not cast it? There you go. Now give me a Shining Beacon. Ow. You're still in your cat form. Good. I wonder how good the cat form actually is. I also haven't checked out what all these other ones do yet, but I kind of do like the druids.
Oh.
Ow! Who's shooting me with lightning? Ow! Alright, everyone. Shoot him. Keeps shooting us with lightning. He deserves to be taken down. Fine hunting bow. Hide armor. Very good.
Of course. Well,
Alright. No more druids, and the map is almost fully explored, at least the map we can get to. Now it's really just this mysterious device here. And I suppose the actual gorge itself, but I don't know that we'll ever actually be able to get down there. Let's wait a while. Wait for a few hours, marking the sun's journey across the sky. You wait for a few hours, watching as the stars wink and glow overhead. I guess try entering here now. No. I think we'll need whatever is supposed to go in that indent. Yeah. We'll have to come back sometime. Oh shoot, security reports that Lead and Key agents will attack the stronghold in 4 days. That's a problem. Do I need to be there for that? Auto resolve or manual resolve? Auto resolve would presumably leave it to my hirelings and upgrades, but huh. Should I go back? Oh, we have a few days. I'm gonna restore the Bright Hollow Hearth. I want to make it look nice, and it's a cheap one-day repair. All right, Dyrwood. 6 hours to get there. 20 hours to get back to Kednua. So it'll probably be 26 hours to get back to Kednua. Let's just verify really quick. A day, yeah. So I just need to keep an eye on this. 3 days, 10 hours remaining. I'm gonna save really quick. There we go.
Lay low.
And what happens if I check manual resolve? I must travel to Kednua to participate in the defense. Okay. What happens if we auto-resolve it? Oh. So all that happens is that you can lose a repair and people can die. Okay. In that case, we will be doing it manually.
as you wish.
I don't want to risk. Oh, Grieving Mother is marked on the map. I don't want to risk anything being destroyed. Well, I guess let's go to the inn, rest up a bit. House Herondgard. Word traveler. I only require a moment. I'm pretty tired, but okay.
Hail, traveler.
The guard sighs with relief as he looks at you. Oh, what are the odds? Stuck in this backwater only to meet the famed champion of Defiance Bay. Barath's wheel brings mercy today, indeed. His demeanor grows serious. Perhaps you could help. I don't suppose you saw a young elven noblewoman on the road. I'm stuck in this wretched place with the rest of my unit until we find her. I haven't seen anyone like that. Same as everyone else in this blazing village. He sighs. Perhaps you could go speak with Lord Harond at the inn anyway. He'll be grateful for the assistance, and it could be the locals will open up to you about his daughter's disappearance more than they have to us. So, Lord Harond, this isn't actually where he resides. He's just passing through. He's elven. I guess might not even be from the area at all. Blood Legacy. Well, lucky for you, I was headed to the inn anyways. Questioning the villagers. You must have seen something. Not necessarily. We've already told you we haven't. Stop peeking in our windows. Not many new faces these days. Most are eager to leave Dyrwood. Even to Defiance Bay, I heard there's no Hollowborn there. That is very much a rumor and not true.
I just want to find her. Surely even you can understand that.
That's the,
We're decent folk, my lord. Perhaps you should
Yeah,
leave
Lord
and
Huron.
check the wilds.
What was the portrait of? The portrait depicts a man and a woman, dressed in Edair garb that would have been in style a century ago. The heavy frame has been battered, and the plate that once bore the patron's name has been scratched out. They share a passionate embrace, which seems to be at odds with the disgust on their faces. Interesting. Sid looks like he's got the gold nameplate.
Greetings.
Nope, he doesn't. A redhead stands by the fire, tuning her lute and plucking its strings. She hums snatches of a melody as she goes. First time at the Drac again? Normally I'd have a song ready, but I haven't quite worked out this tune yet. I'm writing some chants about the founding of this inn. Say, you interested in this story? I haven't finished the chants, but I could tell you about it all the same. Perhaps another time. Screw it. Sure, let's have it. Oh, excellent. These rustic fables are always great fun. Let me get out something to write with. It was built in the time of Hadrit's Rebellion, and a daring Lady Thanu once had a keep here. One of the towers still stands, but the rest is said to be buried under the village. Anyway, she stuck to the side of the Empire, and a contingent of Duke Hadrit's Knights of the Crucible helped the farmers and colonists in the area turn her to keep to rubble. The inn was the first building that sprang up from the ruin, built with some of the same bricks the colonists had pulled from the Lady Thanu's castle, they say. Supposedly, the quarterstaff of her chief wizard even got lost in the construction, mortared into a wall or nailed under a floorboard. Anyway, the inn was supposed to be a haven and a meeting place while the locals built their new town. What do you mean supposed to be? What's a Lady Thanu? A Thane or Thanu is a man or woman who's part of the military elite. Oh. A knight, if you will. Typically, the position is inherited. A Lord Thane or Lady Thanu owns land and also commands several unlanded Thanes. I see. The woman who last held the keep here came from a long line of landed Thanes. I see. Take it something went wrong? Dyrwoodens are an ornery lot, and the more these new neighbors met, the more they argued. They realized they didn't agree on much beside ousting the old lord. The biggest divide was over the Glanfathans and their nearby ruins. Hadrit's knights and their supporters wanted to keep the peace, but a group of misfits with more anarchists. Anarchic leanings had formed in town, wanted to go after the tribes the same way they'd gone after their lord. Soon, villagers were fighting with each other as much as they were with the Adarans. In the end, memories of the Broken Stone War and the War of Black Trees were fresh enough that the Duke's soldiers won the day. Most of the other villagers came around eventually, but some of the core troublemakers left to join the front lines of the War of Defiance. Others, I've heard, found their way into the Guided Compass, the most forward-looking of the Glanfathan tribes. I don't know if I believe that part myself, but it makes a good story. She points to the east wall. There's a portrait of one of the chief's rabble-rousers and his rival in the peacekeeping faction. Somebody's idea of a joke. Yeah, that explains it. I don't think they were particularly amused. Tell me about the Broken Stone War. That was the first major conflict between the original Adaran settlers and the Glanfathans. Happened 3 years into colonization when some farmers knocked over an Adra menhir that was part of an Gwithan ruin. The war didn't last long, but it was spread quickly and claimed thousands. In the early weeks, most of the colonists didn't even realize there was a war going on until the Glanfathan raiders hit their villages. There had been small, spontaneous skirmishes between the colonists and the locals before then, but this was organized, and it was the start of decades of violence between the colonists and the Glanfathans. As you can see, Dyrwood's full of history, even little villages like this. Yeah. Surprised I haven't ran into any Glanfathans since that first time. Tell me about the War of Black Trees. It started back in the colonial days, almost 30 years after the Broken Stone War. Even though isolated conflicts still broke out between the settlers and the Glanfathans, both sides had officially agreed to peace. Edrang Hadrit, Admeth's father, was Griff at the time. As part of peace negotiations, he'd signed treaties prohibiting Adaran colonists from looting Gwithan ruins. However, he'd been unable to outlaw the use of captured Glanfathans as slaves. Yikes, and what's a griff? A griff is a governor of a colony and is subservient to the Adaran emperor. The early leaders of the Adair colony in the Dyrwood, including Edrang and Admeth Hadrit, were griffs. At the start of the War of Defiance, Admeth Hadrit declared himself Duke of an independent Dyrwood rather than Griff of the Emperor's colony. It was the same term the leaders of the newfound independent Vailian republics. Anyway, we haven't had a Griff since. Indeed, the taking of Glanfathan slaves had continued to be a source of conflict. It came to a head when Imperial agents, aided by Captain Earls, or certain Earls, misreading that, in the Dyrwood, began looting their ruins again. See, the Empire had never actually agreed to Hadrit's treaties on the matter. The recent secession of the Vailian republics likely left them eager to weaken Hadrit's position. I see. The looting sparked a brutal slave uprising and guerrilla campaign among the Glanfathans. Edrang Hadrit was too old to lead forces into battle, so he sent his son, Admeth. Admeth made a costly but effective decision that ended the war faster than anyone could have imagined. He burned the forest near the Isk-In River to keep the Glanfathan warbands from retreating. Thousands of Glanfathans died, and as Admeth repeated his scorched earth tactics in the following months, he wore down the remainder of their forces. To this day, over 150 years later, there are still sections of the Dyrwood there where the trees are nothing but bare, charred trunks. I've seen that. It's crazy. Well, it was interesting. But it's time to rest and call it a day.
Hail and well met.
The innkeeper digs inside a mug with a dirty rag. His eyes are under his thick brows are tired but watchful. He gives you a quick nod as you approach the bar. Don't see many travelers these days. Something I can do for you? Actually, yes. What was that exchange about the nobleman about? Or with the nobleman about? He looks up from polishing his tankard and glowers at the lord. Folk round here is decent. They mind their own business. You want to stick your nose in it? Go talk to him yourself. Fair enough. I realize I don't want to actually rest yet. Not while we're in the city. I'll do that before we leave. Well, actually, no. It's best I don't mistime things. Make sure you close your window if you're on the side facing Triggle's shop. Why? Stand damage against what? Against what? Probably against dragons. Well, just saying the old stables, though. And that is where we will call it a day. Next time we will, well, investigate what's going on with this noble. To just generally take a look around and hopefully still have time to make it back to Kednua before the Leaden Key attacks. I would hate to have to leave it to auto-resolve.